Hey, welcome back everyone. Today we're brewing up another wild, what-if scenario. What if coffee flowed instead of water? Yep, imagine turning on your tap and instead of H2O you get a steaming hot espresso. Rivers of cappuccino, oceans of black coffee, raindrops tasting like a double latte. Sounds like a caffeine addict's dream, right? Well, grab your mugs because we're diving into this jittery, Java-soaked world. Let's start with the basics. Water's everywhere. 70% of the planet, most of our bodies, every sip we take. Now swap that with coffee. Your morning shower? A warm espresso rinse. Brushing your teeth? A mocha swirl. Lakes and streams would bubble with dark roast. Waterfalls would cascade with frothy latte foam, and the rain? Oh, imagine standing outside as caramel macchiato drizzles from the sky. At first, it'd feel like paradise. I mean, who wouldn't want to swim in a pool of iced coffee on a hot day? But how would life adapt? Plants need water to grow, right? With coffee instead, your average oak tree might turn into a jittery caffeine addict, sprouting beans instead of acorns. Farms would harvest espresso-soaked wheat or cappuccino-drenched corn. Food would taste intense. Imagine biting into a loaf of bread that's basically a coffee cake or eating a potato that's got a mocha aftertaste. Restaurants would serve decaf veggies as a luxury item, because everything else would keep you buzzing. Now let's talk humans. We'd be drinking coffee all day. Hydration would mean chugging Americano instead of water. Kids would sip latte from sippy cups. Athletes would guzzle cold brew instead of sports drinks. At first we'd be unstoppable, wide awake, super focused, running on pure caffeine power. Productivity would skyrocket. No sleepy Mondays, no yawning at meetings. We'd build skyscrapers overnight, write symphonies in an hour, and probably invent time travel by lunch. But there's a catch. Too much coffee and we'd crash hard. Heart palpitations, sweaty palms, everyone talking a mile a minute. Humanity would be a hyperactive mess. Social life? Oh, it'd get wild. Coffee dates would just be dates because everyone drinks coffee anyway. Bars might serve extra strong brew instead of beer, and parties would turn into all-night caffeine raves. But imagine the arguments. Everyone's wired, no one's calm. Your friend says, "You're late," and you snap back, "I'm fine, okay?" All twitchy and hyped. We'd need decaf zones just to chill out. Places where people sit in silence sipping, wait, what? There's no water, so maybe herbal tea's the new calm-down drink? The economy would flip upside down. Coffee companies, out of business. Why sell what's free from every tap? Water bottle brands would pivot to rare H2O at insane prices like vintage wine. Farmers might struggle with caffeinated crops. Cows eating coffee-soaked grass would give espresso milk. Chickens laying mocha-flavored eggs. Grocery stores would look like barista stations, and decaf would be the new gold. Meanwhile, energy drink makers would cry. Coffee's already doing their job. Nature would go nuts too. Fish swimming in latte oceans? They'd evolve into hyperspeed swimmers, darting around like they're late for a meeting. Birds sipping espresso rain would never sleep. Imagine flocks zooming overhead 24/7. Predators might get too jittery to hunt, tripping over their own paws mid-chase. And the weather? Storms would brew extra strong. Thunder rumbling like a coffee grinder, lightning flashing with a caffeine kick. Hurricanes might smell like roasted beans as they roll in. Health-wise, it's a roller coaster. Coffee's got antioxidants, sure, but no water? Our bodies would freak out eventually. Kidneys would beg for mercy. Teeth would stain brown by age 5. And doctors would prescribe water pills smuggled from some secret spring. Babies born in this world might cry coffee tears. Cute but also terrifying. We'd adapt, maybe, but we'd all look like we hadn't slept in years. Ironically, even if sleep stayed normal. Daily life would shift too. Laundry? Your clothes come out smelling like a cafe. Dishes? They gleam with a coffee sheen. Kids splashing in coffee puddles after a storm. Adorable, but they'd bounce off the walls all night. Language? Stay hydrated becomes stay caffeinated. I need a coffee turns into I need a break from coffee, which is impossible. So, wrapping up, if coffee flowed instead of water, the world would be a hyper-aromatic chaos, or a barista's utopia. We'd be wired, crops would buzz, fish would sprint, and life would smell amazing, until we all crashed. What do you think? Could you live in this coffee-soaked world? Or would you trade your soul for one glass of water? Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear your craziest ideas. Like the video, hit subscribe and stick around for more what if madness. Until next time, stay caffeinated, I guess.